welcome to my podcast, Inspiring Change One Mission at a Time, the influence of nonprofit organizations in society. I'm your host, Claire Bauer. Thank you for joining me. So, have you ever done a good deed and just felt really great afterwards? Like, you hold a door open for someone at the store and their smile of appreciation makes you smile yourself. Or maybe you compliment someone on their new shoes and that feeling you get makes you want to compliment the next 20 people you see. This feeling of warmth that you feel when doing these things ties into philanthropy. Philanthropy is the initiative to support the public good and increase quality of life. So, what does that look like in the community? Nonprofit organizations are a great start to exploring the potential for a philanthropist society. Okay, so what exactly is a nonprofit organization? Is it just all those people dressed as Santa collecting donations around Christmas time? Or those big blue bins full of donated canned food at the grocery store? Well, Investopedia defines nonprofit organizations as organizations that are typically focused on a specific mission or cause because they operate around a central vision such as addressing a social issue, promoting education or the arts, or providing healthcare to underserved populations. This vision can foster a greater sense of purpose for staff, as opposed to a for-profit entity primarily driven by increasing profit and market share. There's often greater intrinsic value within nonprofits. There is so much value in a community coming together with a shared goal in mind, to make the world a better place. Nonprofits are a way of expression to share your concern for the community. Beverly Harkema, a publicist at Grand Valley State University, explains that nonprofit organizations operate in all areas of society, legitimized by liberal theory where autonomous citizens voice their opinions and form institutions, which then protect their own and other citizens' autonomy. Nonprofits are formed by members of society who identify a social ill, if you will, that they want to rally against and attack the problem. These organizers then rally members of society that share the same concern to help them fight the cause. Animal shelters, food drives, teaching underprivileged kids, you name it. If someone is passionate about fixing a problem in society, they can turn towards the structure of a nonprofit organization to aid them in their efforts. Now that we know more about what a nonprofit is, let's explore the stories of local nonprofits here in Boise. I've had the opportunity myself to volunteer with several local nonprofits. Boise Rescue Mission, Just Serve, Vivid Roots, Idaho Gives, and Gonna Make a Difference are just to name a few. My point in saying this is to emphasize how many opportunities you have all around you. Every nonprofit organization has a story to tell. They all start from somewhere, and a lot of times their story is meaningful and personal to them. Corey and Stacy Hoffman's story is a perfect example of this. They started Gonna Make a Difference in July of 2012, with the goal of giving every child in Ghana the opportunity to be raised in a family. Let's listen in on an interview I had with Stacy about her amazing organization and how she's gotten the community involved. So what inspired you to start your nonprofit organization?
We had done a lot of humanitarian work, like around the world, just like we just did different projects in different countries. And then when we were in Ghana and just saw the need for advocates for children.
Were there any roadblocks that you faced in starting your organization?
No, probably the most challenging one, and still is money. It's just, there's just always more to do, and more need than we have been able to meet. So, we're just always looking for ways to raise more money and grow and do more to help children and families.
What type of people donate or get involved in your organization? Do you get a lot of community aid in your organization and a lot of people wanting to volunteer?
it says a lot about the community that we live in, or the Boise area. Just that one of the reasons for that we've been successful is because we live around other people who have similar interests to make the world a better place. And so it's, people have really rallied to, whether it's like a project, fundraising opportunity, or even traveling to Ghana and doing work there. We've had just an outstanding response and interest.
Nonprofit organizations are great because they not only have huge impacts on the people that the focus is on, but it can also greatly benefit your life too. I've participated in different fundraisers and activities with various nonprofit organizations, and it has really changed my life. Boise is home to thousands of nonprofit organizations. If you're a dog person, try volunteering at the Humane Society, or if you like interacting with people, work at a local food bank. You can make your service experiences fostered to you. Nonprofit organizations can be immensely beneficial for people who need a little help getting back on their feet. Areva Martin's story exemplifies this. Areva grew up in a poor household and had a focus on helping take care of her family rather than playing outside like a regular kid. Areva always worried about her future and how she could get out of her family's financial position, but a local nonprofit organization helped her get back on her feet. Areva is now a thriving businesswoman and even has a nonprofit of her own. She has an autistic son and has dedicated a majority of her time to raise awareness for her son's situation. Let's take a look at Areva Martin's experience with nonprofits and how it touched her life.
Some may say, Areva, it's just one nonprofit. But we've touched the lives of millions of kids and families across California. And we've helped to elevate the issue of autism in the underserved communities. We've elevated that issue to a national level. That nonprofit proves that that investment banker was wrong. There is profit in nonprofits. So if you are passionate about a cause, if you care deeply about a group of people who you know are working to change the lives of others, do something. Get involved. And when you've done all that you can do individually, find a group of people and start a nonprofit. The impact that you will have on the lives of others is immeasurable. The effort that you can make to change the lives of others will change you in ways you can't even imagine.
Areva couldn't have explained it better. Nonprofit organizations around the globe are creating a more philanthropist society as they take initiative in improving their community. So, do you want to be part of the change? If so, find a nonprofit that speaks to you and get involved. You will benefit, those people you help will benefit, and your efforts can be the start of something greater. So get up, get out, and go serve. Thank you for listening.